Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Races, Rescues, and Runaways. One of my favorite Thomas DVDs. This thing is just loaded with some of the best Thomas episodes ever. So let's get right into it. So this was released on the DVD same day as Best of Percy, July 23, 2002. And I have seen Lionsgate reprints of this. I assume they're from around 2008, 2009. I don't have any of those. I have the original one, as you can see right in front of you. So enough faffing, let's get right into it. So, before we start, I'd like to admire the very pretty set that I made for this. I did try to recreate the cover back there with Thomas crashing through the barn from By George. So that was a fun thing I did there. But we also have like a wide variety of engines and characters here, because there's a bunch of different characters on this release. So, anyways, let's get right into it here. So we got Thomas and Friends. If you see right above it, that's where I presume the security sticker was back in the day. Mine is from a thrift store, so I didn't have this one growing up. These are some of the weirdest episodes to me. I love them all. I think they're all great episodes, but I never saw them as a kid. Netflix back in the day had some of the DVDs on their service, but I don't recall they ever had this one. They may have, but I never saw it. So I only saw these episodes when I got back into Thomas on YouTube. So yeah, these are some of the weirdest episodes to me. But anyways, we got a nice orange trim around it. I really like that. That's pretty nice. Races, Rescues, and Runaways, another Thomas Adventures. We'll get back to this in just a second, but there needs to be some changing with the title there. You got Percy there. That makes sense, because Percy is one of the main characters in this release. I mean, he's featured in Put Upon Percy right there. And then you got Thomas from By George, which makes a whole lot of sense. I'm not being sarcastic. That makes like perfect sense to put Thomas on there. So good job on them. We'll get back to this all in just a second. You got the Thomas, Races, Rescues, and Runaways all along the side there. Go to the back, we got a screenshot from Toby and the Flood. I've always thought this Toby face was so weird. It's kind of creepy, but kind of funny at the same time. It's just kind of weird. And then a screenshot from Something in the Air, one of my favorite Thomas episodes. I love that one so much. There's a little description there. You got bonus features, bios of your favorite friends, 2 songs, and the link to the website. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but that's not really a bonus feature. You can just type in thomasthetank.com if you got this in 2002, and I'm pretty sure it would take you right to the website. Oh well though. And then our episodes are Toby and the Flood, Put Upon Percy, Horrid Laurie, By George, Something in the Air, and Oliver's Find. All fantastic episodes. There's not a single episode on here that is bad. I love every single one of them. You got all that right down there. If we open it up, I'd also like to mention that this plastic is incredibly strong, and I'm really happy for that, because a lot of DVDs that we'll look at in due time have really weak plastic. But there's the disc. It's kind of faded, and it's also got that rough texture to it that I'm not a big fan of. And as you can see, this is carrying over from Best of Percy, I believe, but this is from the same store, where they had all the DVDs in alphabetical order. So interesting there. I got a booklet here. I can get this out. I got this on Black Friday of 2019, I believe. Yeah, Black Friday 2019. I got it along with Spills and Chills and Percy's Chocolate Crunch, I believe. So that was kind of cool to get all those, because those were all releases that I needed. And they were all the original copies, which I'm really happy for. But this is the only one that had a booklet inside, and it's in pretty rough condition, as you can see. Like, it's pretty bent, and it's all jagged and weird. But, oh well. It's the same as the DVD art right over there. I'll show the back first before we go on to the inside. But there's all this. Interesting how they show Cranky Bugs on there, because Cranky Bugs... Well, I guess these did come out on the same day. But this technically comes next. We'll look at that next week. So, yep. This is just such a nostalgia trip because I remember like all of these. I didn't have like half of these tapes growing. I didn't have a lot of the I didn't have a lot of these tapes growing up. I had, let's see. I had that one. Let's see. That one. I had the DVD version of that. I had that, and none of those. So, not a whole lot. I had a couple of the older ones and then some of the later ones as well. So, that's why I don't really see them. That's why I don't really recognize a lot of them. But, cool. Open it up here. It's not as dynamic. Kind of like Make Someone Happy. It's not as dynamic as the best ofs, but it's still cool nonetheless. I think this is the first instance where we get this new style of menu. I don't know how long it lasts for. I think for a couple more releases. There's the episode selection right down there. Character gallery. Sing-along songs. I believe... Okay. I don't have the VHS of this. I was going to get it, but I didn't end up getting it in time, so... I don't have the VHS, but I think Accidents Will Happen was the only one that was on the VHS. I believe Come for the Ride was on Thomas's Trackside Tunes, the VHS, and then was put onto this for the DVD, so I believe the VHS was the first time you heard Accidents Will Happen. And that was the only song on that. That's what I'm trying to say. And then there's the web fun. Fun. Hey guys, so I was editing the video and I realized that I totally left out the part where I talked about how I would change the title there. So this is a bit of an insert before I go into how I would change the release. So, briefly, the title Races, Rescues, and Runaways and Other Thomas Adventures does not make any sense if you think about it, because there's no episode called Races, Rescues, and Runaways. So what we'd have to do is either change this, sans the Races, Rescues, and Runaways, and then keep the Other Thomas Adventures, or keep Races, Rescues, and Runaways, but sans the Other Thomas Adventures. I really like the title Races, Rescues, and Runaways, so let's just axe out Other Thomas Adventures and keep Races, Rescues, and Runaways. But if I really wanted to change the title, I would probably call it Put Upon Percy and Other Thomas Adventures, because Percy is the main star on the DVD artwork. It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to call it Toby and the Flood, but if we wanted to, we could put Toby in the cover there. But I think if you renamed it Put Upon Percy and Other Thomas Adventures, that would make a little more sense. But I like the title that we have now. Let's just get rid of this here. So, enough of that. Let's get back to the regularly planned out video. So there's not a whole lot that I want to change about this release, but there are a couple of things. So first of all, I love the episode Horror Lore. I think it's a great episode, but I don't think it really fits with the theme. I mean, yes, you do see Lori 2, I believe, fall off that cliff, and it's really funny to see how all the Loris, like, screw up and stuff, but I don't think it really fits the theme of Races, Rescues, and Runaways. So I'm going to swap it with an episode that makes a little more sense, Busy Going Backwards. So I'm basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap these episodes out. So Busy Going Backwards is on Cranky Bugs. I'm going to put Horror Lore on Cranky Bugs and put Busy Going Backwards on here. So that makes a little more sense because Toad is a runaway, and it would make a lot of sense. There's not a whole lot of races that go on here, as far as I remember. Toby, we gotta rescue Toby, and then you gotta rescue Percy, and then they don't really rescue the Loris. I guess Thomas is kind of racing down the hill when George goes over paves over the track. Henry's not really a race, rescue, or runaway, but it's still cool. And then Oliver, you gotta rescue Oliver too, so it would make a little more sense to put Busy Going Backwards down here, so because it fits the entire theme of a race, a rescue, and a runaway. So then we're gonna reorder the episodes as well. I just like to have them all in order, just so they all make sense. So we got By George, Put Upon Percy, Toby and the Flood, Something in the Air, Oliver's Find, and Busy Going Backwards. I think Accidents Will Happen is a perfect song to go on here too, so I'm not going to change that. I think Come for the Ride is also a pretty fitting song, so don't need to change those. And other than that, I think this is a pretty good release. Even without my changes, I still love this release. Like I said, I never watched these episodes as a kid. I didn't even know. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember, honestly. I don't know what I was going to say, but I don't really remember these episodes a whole lot. I remember the rest of season 5, but I don't remember this one. Or these 6 episodes. But, after I've rewatched them on YouTube, also, RIP Thomas HD Classics, we will miss you. He didn't die or anything, his channel just got terminated by Mattel, so F you, Mattel. But yeah, now that I've rewatched all the episodes on YouTube, I can confidently say that this is probably in my top 5 Thomas DVDs. I mean, these are all fantastic episodes. I mean, Toby and the Flood is so great. Something in the Air is probably one of my favorite episodes. And these are all just great stories. I mean, you just gotta watch them for yourself. So I'm gonna stop rambling here. I'm gonna keep this one a little bit shorter. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Again, great release. I love this one so much. Please consider subscribing. I mean, if you like this, we're getting decently close to 100 subscribers, which isn't a lot considering my Turbo 711 channel is going to hit 1,000 subscribers pretty soon. But 100 subscribers is still nice to have, so I'm not stuck in the double digits forever. But anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this release. Let me know if you like it, you dislike it. I don't really know a lot of people that don't like these episodes or season 5 in general, so I'm sure everybody's opinions are going to be basically the same. So, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you next week with probably one of the greatest Thomas releases ever, Cranky Bugs.